Hi, I'm Abby Brokan. Welcome back to Exploring Salem. Today we're outside the Grand Theater and we're here to record the Salem Progressive Film Series showcase. These showcases feature films about local causes and feature open discussion forums for people to learn about them. Let's check it out. All right, we are standing here with Chairman Cindy Kimball. Tell me a bit about how this got started.
Well, it was kind of a personal issue for me. Out in the community where I lived, we were having a situation that we felt it was out of our control, and so by canvassing the community and motivating them and giving them direction about how to get active, we found that people did get active. They made calls to their county commissioners, they made calls to the newspaper, to the local politicians, and so we were able to make a difference, and so that's how it really all came about.
How do you think it's grown or changed?
Well, it definitely has grown in the volume of the number of people that we have. Hi. And we have new people, and we have speakers returning like tonight, and we have ex-mayor Mike Swaim and retired Secretary of State Bill Bradbury, so we have a lot of people.
All right, we are standing here with Bill Bradbury, one of tonight's speakers. Now, I understand you've spoken at these events before. How many times?
Oh, I spoke once before at the Progressive Film Series. It's a great group of people. It really seems to be growing in energy. The thing the Progressive Film Series does is it really gives people sort of the other side that maybe they're not getting from traditional media.
What is tonight's issue that you're going to be speaking about?
The impact that coal plants have on our lungs, on our environment, and what the future of coal in the Northwest first, but then the country as a whole second, what the future of it is and what people can do to make sure that coal is not a big part of our energy future.
We're here outside the Grand Theater with Laura, one of tonight's speakers. So what are you speaking about tonight?
Thank you very much, by the way. I'm speaking about coal exports and the Pacific Northwest's move beyond coal to clean energy. Coal companies are planning to export millions of tons of coal from the U.S. to Asia, and they would do this by passing coal trains and barges and ships through Oregon and Washington. And one of the planned routes for this would be down the I-5 corridor through I-5 and out to Coos Bay. What this would mean is 1.5 mile long coal trains, open air coal trains spewing toxic coal dust, holding up traffic, diesel pollution. Of course, the pollution, when the coal is burned in Asia, the pollution comes back to us here in the Pacific Northwest. So there's a host of environmental, health, and economic impacts that these plans would have, would take on Oregon, and Salem in particular.
And the focus of tonight's film is on an environmental issue. What do you think the Salem Progressive Film Series does for promoting awareness on environmental issues?
Yeah, well, I think it's really great to have this venue, to have this program with the film as an educational tool, and then they're very oriented towards action after the education, seeing the film and then taking the next steps of getting involved in a campaign and working on that issue, and that's really great.
We are here at the busy ticket table for the Salem Progressive Film Series. Now, what's your name?
Dorothy Waxell.
All right, and what do you do for the Salem Progressive Film Series?
I'm a volunteer, and we take money every month, and I help clean up anywhere I'm needed.
Are there any films that have kind of stood out, in your opinion, from others that maybe influenced local change or really got people's attention?
Well, I think Big Pharma, Big Bucks, I think that was what it was called. That was one that really affected me about the drug industry. And of course, all our movies about Monsanto, and also the movies we've had about good food that's around that you can get, really healthy food, which I think makes people more aware of what's going on in our grocery stores and what's available here. So,
all right, we're outside with one of the guests from this evening. How long have you been coming to the Salem Progressive Film Series events?
Probably about 3 years.
And what drew you into it?
I'm very interested in health issues. I taught nursing at a major medical center and studied public health. And these issues can be dealt with in a film at a much deeper level than we are exposed to in magazines and periodicals, newspapers. I think having a group of like-minded people being informed together can provide some pressure, political pressure, to accomplish things that need to be done for the public good.
All right, we are here with Dawn Fries, board member of the Salem Progressive Film Series. How do you think the Salem Progressive Film Series got going in Salem?
Well, a number of us got together. I think it was a group of about 5 or 6 of us that got together about 4.5, 5 years ago and decided that Salem could benefit from and needed a catalyst and an educational forum and a communication forum that really didn't exist. So we got together in people's houses, started planning for it, started doing some advertising, some of which, you know, the CCTV helped with, your mom actually over there, and we had a great turnout. Our first film, we actually had, I think, 220 some people. We just couldn't believe it. We just thought the demand was so great.
I am here with Brian Hart, a board member from the Salem Progressive Film Series. So what do you think the Salem Progressive Film Series does as far as raising awareness on certain causes, you know, environmental or health?
Yeah, I just think that we try to bring up a lot of issues. A lot of people, when they hear progressive, they think that we're automatically on one side of the politics or not, but it's not really about that more than it's about issues that concern both parties.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was going to ask was, how do you think the Salem Progressive Film Series works to get people involved that don't consider themselves progressives or part of the Liberal Party?
Yeah, I think that they'd be surprised, and we're trying to really get that message across, that it's not about politics. I don't even know if we have a movie about politics at all. It's about the environment, and it's about doing things, you know, that are just better for the earth and better for humankind, and it's really... but that's a hard thing to get across, because when you hear progressive, a lot of people make, you know, kind of a stereotype, you know, judgment. And so we're doing our best to kind of include everything that's a universal topic that can help everybody.
Do you think that you've been getting more young people involved or working with the younger demographic more, getting them interested in coming to these events?
We are trying all the time. It's still hard, but that's definitely something that we want more of. We really want to get the youth involved. That's why that anti-bullying, I'm really hoping that we can get that film and get some good discussions in the classroom. Because really, I mean, it's cliche, but you know, the children are our future, and we want them to get more involved. We don't, you know, we love everybody that comes here, but we want more young people that are concerned with the environment and concerned with our community at an early age and want to do something about it, because they're going to be here a lot longer than I am. And we're starting to see more of it. We're on Facebook and Twitter and things like that, and we're trying to get a younger demographic, and students get a reduced rate. So there's definitely incentive. I think even some teachers, you should talk to your teacher. You can get extra credit a lot of the time to go to our class. And if they don't do that, you should suggest it. And maybe you'll get bonus points for it. But we definitely want younger people here. It's just good for everybody.
All right, well, thank you for talking to us.
All right, thanks for having me.
Okay, well, we've had a great time at the Salem Progressive Film Series monthly event. This is their 5th anniversary, so congratulations on that. Wish you guys many more, and I was very happy to be able to interview this evening. And I want to thank Cindy Kimball, Dawn Fries, and Brian Hart for interviewing tonight and introducing me to this event. So thanks for watching Exploring Salem. I also want to thank the camera guy, Raul, whose fingers you see right there. See you next time. So tell me more about tonight's film. It's about the coal industry in Oregon and the environmental issue. Cut! Okay.
I saw it, I swear.
Are we recording? Sorry, that was just me messing up. Hi.
Decided that the community could benefit from a program that gave the...
I'm sorry, that's getting a little irritating. I guess there isn't anything we can do about that. I better hide this. I was going to read it off, but that looks really awkward. This is their 5th annual holding of an event for the series, and this film, the motorcycle threw me off. What? Oh, well, my ears pick up the background noise and it throws me off. That's great. Lastly, did you have any experience with the Salem Progressive Film Series where you think that the film really influenced either local policy or awareness on an issue?
No, I've not. I can't tell you anything specific where that happened. Although I'm confident that it has, but I can't give you any specifics. So it's kind of like, oh, good, Bill's confident.
Cut. I'll probably ask you just one last general question then.
Okay.
Let me see what I got.